Okay, so yeah, so they've been working on the app, that's for sure. I think they also had a presentation at Neo. I think it was last Saturday. Not sure if they posted a video of that up in there. Let's see. No, no, they did not. Okay, well, I mean, the latest thing basically is like they're just moving in on the app, and it looks really good from the pictures I seen. They also finished a project. I think Rashawn talked about it last week. They worked on the yams. It's I'm not sure if you guys did you guys know anything about the yams project?
No, what's that?
Well,
Nah, yeah, I didn't either.
it's a side project that the developers are worked on. Okay, for one of our colleagues at Neo, and they developed
That's
the.
not a Nike, right?
No, no, it's totally unrelated to that. It's actually that development they did is on it's like musically based. Well, the premise of it is like getting like rare music or like having well like getting like rich people certain types of music like it. I would have to let like Shannon explain to you exactly how what it is, but it's like musically based. That's all there is to it, and they work development on their like on that for them. So that's one project. So they're working on a lot of side projects too, and like I said, the app is coming along really well. Um, what else? So, Chris, Evan and Borju said that they're going to be working. They have like 10 plus designs they'll be working on for like the logo, and then I
Nice.
guess like next week we'll be deciding on like which one we like best.
Yeah, I saw that post. Hey, do you know if anybody went to? Did anybody go to the sneaker show over the weekend?
I'm thinking Rashawn went.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I didn't really
well,
get any feed.
Rashawn, I said he was gonna go last week, right? And you were about to hit up your friend see if you wanted to go. Did
Yeah,
you ever?
and I never really kind of heard anything, so I don't know if he went. I don't know if he hooked up with
Oh,
Jamie. Like, I don't know what
yeah,
happened there.
yeah. And like Jamie's still not in Slack though.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I gotta hit him up. But he's been pretty busy with the show, but I guess the show's over now,
Yeah.
and he's got a bunch of different Jordans for holiday season. He's got them in hand already. So he's got the maroons with Nike Air on the back. He's got the 7210s. So he's been running around doing that. So I got to reconnect you and him to get him into the Slack channel.
Yeah. Um, have you talked to DJ Dells any? Because you guys were supposed to hook up and just kind of like help him out because he was kind of confused when he got into the Slack.
See, I don't know what Snugs really wants from me. So, like, he
Well,
basically,
I sent DJ Dells a message, and I haven't gotten a response from him yet. And that was like
yeah,
really that was like a while back, a long while back.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, I saw a couple messages go back and forth between Snugs and him. He seemed pretty busy. So I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, it's also like he might also be uncomfortable with using the program, and that busy thing might come in like as an excuse. Like you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really complicated to use something like at first like you were real confused using Slack. I think I just needed kind of just help a DJ Dallas to guide it through because if he uses it afterwards, he'll see that it's like really advantageous.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him again.
Yeah. Well, I reached out to him, so I'll try to do that again too. Cause we do need to link up with DJ Dallas for sure. What else? Uh, have you guys sifted through Trello any lately?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been on Trello in probably like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right. Uh, well, let's see what's new. Well, the product, like I said, they're really advancing on the app. So like it hasn't moved around that much, but I would really like Rashawn on the call to see how that sneaker convention went.
Yeah, I want to know if he hooked up with Jamie, what that looks like. Just like I said, I mean, this call is probably gonna be pretty quick. I mean, our
Yeah, pretty much.
priorities,
This is not gonna be a very long call. I could
yeah, our priorities this week is probably gonna be the same as our priorities last week. We gotta get that logo out. We
yeah.
gotta get that logo out. Once we get the logo out, the app should roll right behind it. Then the website's got to come right behind it. But the logo is kind of really where it starts. Like we don't really have a product that we can really push and market without having some kind of picture behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to get that logo done.
Yeah, it seems like I said, Evan and Borzu are on top of that, and they'll have something up for us like by next week. We can choose from it and decide on the logo we want to go with. Um, yeah, I think you and I need to definitely talk to the dev team about our idea. It's up on the Trello board, but I definitely want to go like more in depth because I had like the main sort of like it was kind of vague, but you went really in depth with the idea. So you'd probably have a like better time explaining to them exactly his inner workings, or because you were talking about how Amazon kind of sort of had like the same thing going on.
No, Amazon has exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So does Walmart. They got the exact same thing. So it's all barcode related. So you can walk into any store you want, scan the barcode, and then Amazon will automatically populate on their website 7 different retailers that sell it. Prices, the whole nine. It's literally right there. You could even take the Nike SKU number because I had to do this earlier today for some shit. I don't know what the hell I was looking for. And if you punch in the Nike SKU, Amazon's the first one that'll come up, and it'll show you. Oh, I know what it was. It was the corks. Yeah, but it was the corks. It wasn't today. It was yesterday. When I put in the reference number, that SKU number that I sent you, if you go to Google, type Nike, type that number in, the first thing that'll pop up is Amazon. If you click on Amazon, Amazon will give you 6 or 7 different retailers that all have it. I mean, the prices are ridiculous, like $250 plus, but it's a starting point. You know what I'm saying? To your point, I'm walking around, I see something in a store, I take a picture of it, boom. It's just a jump off point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plus, like, with all the added, like, store locator and, like, all that other great stuff that comes with it, I think it's just going to be, I think that's a really good adage to the actual app, and it gives it, like, an extra oomph, like, you know what I'm talking about. It's going
Yeah, set it
to,
up. Set it up. Set up something with the dev team. So whether it's a hangout
yeah,
or
well, there's a hangout coming in with the dev team this week. We usually have a bi-weekly developers hangout, and I mean, if you want to hop on that, it's at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
what day?
If you have time, you could call in maybe like 10 minutes. If not, I'll talk to him about it directly.
What day?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, it
I
seems like
can't.
Sunday are kind of hectic for you.
Yeah, Sundays are nuts. Plus, this Sunday I'll be in Mexico this weekend. So
Oh shit! All right,
yeah,
tight.
yeah, I
Yeah.
won't be around. I won't be around, but yeah,
Yeah, I
Sundays
mean
are always
you'll be
nuts.
at a good spot anyway, so
Yeah, I'll be chilling, man. I'll be on a beach drinking margaritas, relaxing.
yeah.
Word.
All right. Well, I think pretty much went through this call pretty quickly. There's not much else we could talk about like this week. So like our main focus is focalizing on the logo, but we definitely need to do something about this website. We had talked about this like in two founder meetings ago. Having a website up in the next few weeks. I'll definitely talk to the development team about that. I know they got a lot in their hands, but we definitely need to have that up.
Yep, I agree. I mean, we got to have a product that we could, we need a visible product at this point. I mean, we've been talking
Yeah,
about it way too much.
Yeah.
We need a tangible, here's what we got, so we got to get that up and running.
Or at least like a coming. I mean, something.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. Well, that's something to talk to about the dev team, and I'll definitely hit them up this week. And we'll see. Oh, there's Rashawn. Oh, Noel's there too. Is that Noel?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? We're actually about to
Yeah,
finish the call.
we're about to jump off, homeboy.
Yeah, we're about to jump off, but yeah, if
Yeah,
you want to join in.
what did we miss, Chris?
What's up?
Said, what did we miss?
Nah, not much, man. I mean, just resetting the same priorities. I mean, the priorities are pretty much the same as they were last week. We got to get that logo up and running. Once the logo's up and running, everything will kind of run behind that. So we're talking app, then we're talking website. But we can't really do much of that until we get the logo. So,
Right.
but we're kind of still in the same place we were a week ago on the logo. Oh, I did have a question for you. Did you go to the show on Saturday?
No, it did not actually. My back was broke.
Okay.
Pause. Yeah, bro. Damn. Oh, yeah, I was messed up, man. I felt like, to wake up in the morning sometimes and feeling football hits, can you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's up?
I feel you, man.
Nice. All right, because
What's good, man?
I'll reach out to Jamie just to get some feedback on the show. From what I understand, the turnout was good. I saw pictures from it. There was like 5,000 or 6,000 people there. But just like I said, I mean, we weren't really in a place to really aggressively put ourselves out there just yet anyway. That was just going to be more networking and building. But, the next one. I mean, the next one will be more prepared. But, again, the priorities are pretty much the same as they were last week. We got to get that logo out. The logo's got to get done.
That's what's up. We got
Yeah, well, Evan and Borzu, like I said, will have 10 plus designs for us by next week, by the next founders call, and we'll be able to go through them.
And then once we get that up, to Kenya's point, I think we should probably then do at least a coming soon on a website, under construction, something. You know what I'm saying? Something. We got to put something on a website, just something tangible. And then again, once the logo goes, then everything should start rolling from there. But we got to get that logo up.
I was thinking about it. I wanted to bring it up with the group internally before talking with Jamel about it. So we got some from the development side, just really quickly. The Sneaker Addict podcast will be finished up this weekend. That's pretty cool. So that'll be a good look for DJ Dells. What we're doing there is getting them away so he can actually distribute on iTunes, because he's currently just doing YouTube right now. We got Shoes New, which is the sneaker app, Cloudbot, which is Roberts, and that will actually be coming out, I believe, this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have Sneaker Shouts, which Ivan's got. Ivan's actually has some work being done right now. Soul Exchange, that's right. Soul Exchange is over. Chris, you said you're talking to Jamie about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up today.
Right.
I didn't want to hit him up unless I didn't know if you went. So before I talked to him, I wanted to talk to you first. So I'll hit him up tomorrow.
See what you can do to get him inside of Slack. That would be great. We sent him an invite a while ago, and I don't think he got the email. Might have to resend it again.
I got 2 invites and an email sent to him. We just got to see if he got those. Because Chris at first said he was having problems getting into the Slack, like with the invites I sent him. So we'll just see if he'll be able to come in like this time around.
Nice. And then we got Sensible, which is that's Philip. So you know Philip, Chris. That's Philip's project, and I believe. Jonathan, are you still on that project?
Yeah, I talked to Phil yesterday.
Nice. And we should have payment from the Yams today, right?
Yeah, I told you. I sent you a message today. So.
Yeah, I know you told me, but this is a group chat, and people like this guy right here has got to get paid off of that and stuff like that. So
yeah, definitely.
Just to got to be clear. And let's see here. Then there's. Nike is actually that Nike project, Chris. That's we're gonna have more information from Poppy probably within the next 24 to 48 hours, because she already started putting out the contract info out.
Okay.
And let's see here, Living the Gray, Block and Flow. Yeah, Noel's actually working on a project called Live in the Gray right now, which is a iPhone application, and also, well, we got 3 iPhone applications that the dev team's working on actually, and and a health application too. So there's actually 10 projects that the dev team is working on, which I'm pretty proud of for that. And that shoe. The question is though for Shuzu, um, do we want to split up branding and names like that? I mean, we're doing that kind of with Cloudbot. Like, is it that Sneakyhead's more of a collective of people who all have different products and ideas? Because I mean, we got Sneaker Shouts, we got the Sneaker Addict, we got Cloudbot, we got Shuzu. Like, so there's. It's not that we're not doing anything. We're actually if perception's reality, and if you look at it from a collective point of view, maybe it's that everybody is their own boss and has their own thing. But that Shuzu app is sort of near and dear and closest to our heart. So, from a founder's perspective, how do we want to brand that moving out? Like, do you think that's distracting, or am I talking to the right people, or what's your input?
Which Shuzu? The Shuzu app? You're talking about taking the pictures of the sneakers, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, well, all right. So, I mean, here would be my take on it. We haven't even talked to the dev team about it, so I don't even know how capable it is just yet. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's just be clear. As of right now, it's just that's the name of the Hot or Not app.
Oh, is it Shuzu?
Yeah. That's what. When did Jamel give it that name? A month ago? Like a month, like 2 months ago, something like that. Yeah. And I didn't know if it was Shuzu.
But why is he calling it Shuzu?
I don't know.
I mean, let's just keep it simple, right? Just call it the Hot or Not app.
Yeah, or call it SneakyHead. I mean, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean,
I like that better. I mean, like calling it SneakyHead. I mean, like because once we get too many names in, I mean, we're mixing brands.
Well, yeah, obviously, I think it'd be best if we just stick with SneakyHead. The website's going to be named SneakyHead. The company's named SneakyHead. Why not just call the app SneakyHead? Makes more sense to me.
I mean, he would have to explain, like, I guess, where he's coming from with Shuzu. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, why create a whole different branding, a whole different lane? That, like, I don't think that makes sense. But, like, he would have to explain his thought process around that, because that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me either, but nonetheless, that's just branding. The functionality still stays the same. Noel's been kicking ass on that and working on the prototypes, as you've seen with the screens coming through. So that's really cool. Noel, you want to state a piece before everybody gets off?
Yeah. I think on the branding point, I think what he wanted to say was the idea not just trying to, because the idea was SneakyHead is a corporation, but the idea of the technology isn't just for SneakyHeads. You can use it and apply it to different verticals, like tickets, to other like female shoes, or other high-demand products. So from his standpoint, he didn't want to shoehorn the name SneakyHead to a particular app where you can just apply it to different variables. You just change the name, but it's the same game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was like semi-listening. say that again.
No, the idea was, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Google. Google just actually parented themselves. So what they did was they made a parent company called Alphabet, because the idea was Google was making so many of these products, but they're putting Google in front of it, but it's not typically Google. So what they did was they made a parent company. They made a parent company and they made subsidiary companies under it. So you got Google as its own subsidiary. You have Android as its own subsidiary. So I was telling Snug that probably would be the idea what SneakyHead wants to do. It wants to be a parent company and just develop multiple different applications and properties. And the idea would be, Shuzu was an example of that, where the idea is you don't have to make it dependent on just being a Shuzu named app. It could just be an app by SneakyHead, where you could just make multiple different type of applications off the same thing, and it's just based on just saying, hey, this is the same company, it's just a different product. Same thing that Google does right now.
Yeah, but see, the problem with that is that Google's established, right? So I say Google, you know what the hell I'm talking about. SneakyHead's not
Exactly.
really.
I'm with you, Chris.
Yeah, SneakyHead's not really at a point where it's established enough to kind of start having offshoots or having other. Like we gotta get SneakyHead to a point where we're building the brand. So when you say the name, it resonates. It means something. Google could, like, they could have 500 different lanes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because it's Google. When you say it, people know what the hell you're talking about. Now, it's 5 years later. When you say Android, people know what the hell you're talking about. So for a while, when Google was pushing Android, they had to push it as a Google product. Now Android can pretty much stand on its own. That makes sense 5 years later. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Sneaky has not even established yet, so it can't push another brand when it's not even established yet. You follow me?
Yeah. I mean, I get that. The concern was not to shoehorn SneakyHead into just what the name is, where we mildly want to do other verticals that are not apparel based. It's just technology allows us to do other verticals or other types of opportunities that are not apparel based. So it could be ticketing, it could be whatever that might be based on what technology we have available to us.
I mean, the way I look at it is from a retailer standpoint. Well, all right. So from a retail standpoint, look at it like this: you got a company like Apple that does many different things, right? So we sell iPhones, we sell iPads, we sell iWatches, but it's all Apple. So there's never a mistake about who is actually bringing out the product. We have many different lines of business that we kind of do. We have iPods, we have, the MacBooks, we got all this other crap that they can push out. You know what I'm saying? But make no mistake about it, Apple is the engine behind it. That's who we're pushing out. So I kind of look at it almost like that. So there's no real restriction on what we could do. We could do many different things, and I think that's fine. It's just that what Apple does is they never let the consumer forget what the branding product is. This is the line. It's Apple. This is an Apple product. Oh, by the way, we'll sell you an Apple Watch or we'll sell you an iPod. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I get you.
Oh, that makes sense.
And I'm like, I mean, just like Chris was saying, I mean, like, just because the app will be called SneakyHead, that doesn't mean that you do like a pair of hard bottoms for little ladies, a pair of pumps or whatever. We started everything. All this stuff, sneakers, and like, I don't want to forget that, and like, that's where we start. I want to build upon that. Anything else, that's cool. But like, for like our first application, I think that we need to stick with what we're doing and build upon that strong foundation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that. I mean, I can talk with him, see if we can make some edits to this design or whatever. That'd be fine. Because if that's the case, then he possibly needs to get in touch with Ron Borzu and everybody else to get their heads together about the logo and everything else. Because if it's going to go across all platforms, then he needs to have input on it as well.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to call it something, like, I guess I got no issue with it. If the application is called Shuzu, but the application is buried within SneakyHead, I'm cool with that. Again, it's almost like Microsoft, right? So, Microsoft's got Office, it's got Windows, it's got all these different products. You know what I'm saying? But it's still very much Microsoft. So you go to Microsoft.com.
I was thinking.
That was the simplest answer I thought was a solution. We don't need to revamp the whole logo. Just add something somewhere saying by SneakyHead, whatever.
Yeah, so you can call the app something within SneakyHead, but make no mistake about it, the destination, the point of jump off, is SneakyHead.com, or it's the SneakyHead app.
Precisely.
Shuzu, huh?
Precisely, you're right.
Yeah, Shuzu is within that. It's a tab in there. It's a link in there. It's a program in there. It's a click in there. It's something in there, but the destination is SneakyHead.
Got it, man. Okay. That's crystal clear right there too. That's excellent. That works out well. Because if we look at it, like, I mean, the app, we got to be clear too. The app actually is getting images from Sneaker Shelf. We got the thumbs up. We got the green light to just use all of Sneaker Shelf as images. So what we're doing is we're automating that. We're just talking to Instagram's API. We got like a little script that talks to Instagram's API, and it just keeps yanking images off of Sneaker Shouts' Instagram site. That's what the source of the How to Not is.
Okay.
Because they got thousands and thousands of images that we can pick from. The most difficult part's going to be figuring out where do we get the information about the shoe. But let's just be real. You can swipe left and right all day on certain shoes and images, but if you don't have the meta information about it, like what shoe is this, what's the brand, who made this shoe and stuff, then it's really just porn for them, but it's not. It doesn't give us any value.
Yeah, that's something we got to talk to the dev team about. I mean, I was gonna try to jump on a dev channel hangout this weekend, but I'm gonna be in Mexico, so maybe when I get back, I'll talk to those guys. But guys, listen, I got a jam, man. I'm like 15 minutes longer than I should be. So you guys kind of, I guess, keep talking, and then somebody just give me an update like later or tomorrow, and let me know what's up.
Awesome, bro.
All right, guys.
All right, man.
Yeah, peace.
Very nice. All right, awesome.
All right, man. I'll see y'all guys later.
Deuces.
All right,
See you later.
Yeah.
See you.
Hey, what up, Peace Keys?